Take 500. Coffee. Hey everybody, what's up? New day, new video, same place. I'm taking a break from the vlogging for the next week or two, so expect the next couple videos to be very like information filled. Let me get my thoughts straight. A little bit more. Let's try this all over again because I can't get my thoughts together. I just posted a video recently about how to get certified and start working as a personal trainer, and I feel like I want to start talking now about how you can earn money and how to step into the actual business of personal training. So this might be a little bit more applicable no matter where you are, and because I have been working in this field as a trainer, or more specifically as a coach, I guess, for the past 10 years, I've gotten to work in Australia, in Canada, in the US, in UK, so I might be able to help you guys out just a little bit more with my experience. So let's try and go over the basics: when, what, where, why, how of the trade. When, the first one. When should you start working as a personal trainer? Obviously, you should do it once you have completed the certification and you feel like you are ready to take other clients on board and start training them. So that would be the first thing. Start doing that as soon as you have the certification. Go through whatever process you need to go through. If you are in Canada, I did speak about that in my last video. And then where? Now, you can work for a commercial gym, you can work for a private gym, you could even work for like a CrossFit gym or something like that. You can work for yourself and you can work as a franchisee. I have done all of them except the CrossFit thing because that's really not my niche or whatever. Where should you ideally work? I will say that if you are a first-time trainer and you have no experience, work in a facility with other trainers. Try not to start your career off by just like plunging into starting your own business. Needless to say, everybody's on Instagram now offering online training because if you have more than 20,000 followers and a shit ton of pictures of your butt, you can sell anything. So, I mean, you could do that too, right? But whatever. I don't. When you work for a gym or you work for an employer, so even if it's a small gym, like let's say you're in a small town, or there's a gym, like a private gym that you're training out of and you really like, and you know they hire trainers, the good thing about working in an environment around other experienced trainers is that there is a lot more room for trial and error. There's always someone to help you when you are a little bit lost or confused or not sure about how to train your clients. If you get a difficult client, whether they be through personality or they have an injury you don't understand, you have someone to help you lead the way. Additionally, and more importantly, if you are not comfortable with the sales side of personal training, you're not comfortable talking to clients about pricing and stuff like that, you could have someone help you out. So these are really, really important things, and they become extremely helpful in the beginning. When I first became a trainer, I was actually training people privately, but I wasn't actually working as a trainer. I was just certified as a trainer, training myself in the gym, and I used to work in like media. So I just had a couple of friends who were like, wow, you've lost a lot of weight, or wow, you look really fit. Can you train me? And I would just kind of help people out. But my first official job was actually with Good Life Fitness, which you would know if you are in Canada. And I really, really enjoyed that job. Over time, I went into the franchise model when I was in Australia with Fitness First. With the franchise model, what happened in that company is that basically they have their member base and then you pay a certain amount of money every week or every 2 weeks or every month to use that facility, and you gain access to clients. And then if you run your own business, you got to do it all. You got to find your own clients. You got to get your own insurance. You got to like do your own pricing. You got to deal with people who don't show up. You don't have anyone protecting you if clients stop showing up, stop paying money, don't show up, cancel all the time. You know, things like that can become very, very frustrating in this job. So especially in the beginning when you're not quite at that level of confidence where you can be like, if you're not going to come, don't come at all, or whatever personality you want to have, it does become a little bit difficult. So that's kind of like the where. How do you get a job in the field? I will say that the best way to do it, like I said before, is to talk to people. If there is a gym you're going to all the time and you really like the environment there, you love the members, you love the staff, talk to the management, even talk to the other trainers and be like, hey, I really want to like work out here. Like I want to work out of here. I've been training here for a long time. I love this place. I'd love to be a part of the team. And oftentimes you will find that works. The gym culture is a much more casual culture compared to like having an office job or working in a big corporation or something like that. Even the corporate gyms might have like a system that they have to go through, but it's a lot easier to just converse with people, let people know what you're doing. Hey, I'm doing my CanFit Pro. I've been training in this gym. You know, I've been bodybuilding for 5 years. I'd love to work here. And you may or may not end up working with really good people, but I have really found that in my job, I have always been surrounded by really, really great people. Everyone is in that positive mindset. They want to be better, do better, live better. You know, they're trying to promote that positivity to their client. And I think that's really, really good. It's actually starting to get dark outside, so I will fix this a little bit later. So that's the where we did. When we did, how, where, when, how, what. What I feel like in this instance is not like a thing, you know, like what should you be doing or anything like that. If you are unable to find work, you know, going into a gym or talking to people, or let's say you've just moved into a new place, or let's say you're getting certified and moving to a new city or new country, what else can you do to get a job? Still go and talk to the gym, go talk to the people there. If you are not, you know, comfortable or you're not sure who to talk to, apply online. The only thing is I have found that when it comes to applying for jobs online, it just takes longer. When I moved to Australia, I was so set on working in CBD in Sydney. I literally went to the gym and I was like, I want to talk to the manager. And they were like, well, he's not here. So I literally wrote on a post-it, I should have kept this post-it, like the best trainer from Canada, you know, ready to start working immediately. And like, I just wrote something really quirky like that and I left it and I gave them my number. And I think in a week, the manager called me and that is where I worked for most of my time while I was in Australia. So that was like the under the franchise model. So that's the what, where, wait, which one did I not answer? When, what? Oh, why? Okay. So why should you do this job? Why should you work as a trainer? Well, that's something that you have to be able to answer for yourself. If you don't have a complete commitment to this job, you will not last in this job. I have been able to work as a trainer, as a manager. I have helped to open brand new gyms. I have been part of gyms that have been in their opening process. I have worked in gyms that did not succeed and shut down, you know, and one of the main things is people who come into this job expecting it to be like this glamorous thing where they make a lot of money and they get to show off their abs and stuff like that, don't succeed because they don't have that organic driving force that really is required to be a good trainer. Now, I'm not saying that the way I train my clients is the way. Every trainer, every coach has their own persona. Every person has something very natural about them that draws clients to them. I have not ever really marketed myself. I don't advertise. I barely use social media. The only place I really use social media is my Orchids and Lime channel. And the way that I treat my clients is with passion. I love what I do. I look at their bodies, I assess their injuries, whatever it might be, and that's how I train them. So you really have to find your why in this field because personal training is the sort of job overall where you are going to be listening to other people when they are not motivated. People and clients are going to tell you about their issues, their injuries, their personal life, their hardships, and you really have to be on. You have to be there for your client all the time. It will never really be about you, about your struggles, your life, your day, how bad, something happened. It's not to say you can't talk about it, but it really is about your client. And so it can be a very rewarding job, but that reward comes very differently to, if you're working in a bank or something, or in finance and you're getting promoted, or a manager is coming up to you and saying, hey, good job, you did really good work this week. But when you're training clients, you could be at the gym for 13 hours a day, and I've done that many times. And whether you are on your first hour or your 12th hour, you have to welcome each client with that positive enthusiasm and spirit, and like that let's go kill it attitude, and you've got this and you can do it. And you've really got to maintain that energy. You can't be like, oh, I've been here for 12 hours today, so I'm just gonna sit on my phone or Facebook or whatever and just do your thing. No, you really have to pay attention and like be alert for every minute every client is with you. Make sure you schedule time off. Like, let's say you have a 13-hour day, maybe every 4 clients or 3 clients or 6 clients, take an hour or 45 minutes to sit down, eat your food, chat with other people, whatever you need to do. But anyways, that's a really important why, and I think that's the most important thing, that you've got to know the answer to that why. Why do I want to be a trainer? For me, I guess, when I first became a trainer, I actually had a trainer, and I was going through some personal stuff, like I was in my late teens, early 20s, and bad relationships or bad breakups, and I was really trying to figure out who I was, and I just felt very lost within myself. And so my brother actually started taking me to the gym, and I didn't even know a tricep from a bicep. And I just got so addicted to that feeling of when you go to the gym and you just kick ass and you train your arms or cardio or whatever. And I would tell the guy, the trainer, I want to be in this gym 6 days a week. And he's like, no, I can't train you that many days. And I was like, that's fine. I will still be here. So I would go and do the best I could. I'd ask my brother for guidance, and I just loved how strong and empowered it made me feel. And to this day, my goal has become, still is, was to empower both men and women, to take people away and shift them away from that mindset that just focuses on the aesthetics. I just want to be skinny. Because there is no end to that, Instead, I try and get my clients to really focus on feeling strong and fucking badass, that they can conquer anything. It's really important that when you feel strong within yourself, no one can break you. And so that was what I really loved from training, and that was the answer to my why. So once you know that, you will be successful in this field. You might not be successful right away. You have to really bust your balls. I would be in the gym from 4:30 in the morning until 11 o'clock at night for the first 3 months of my job at every single gym I went to, because I wanted to build my client base. I wanted people to know who I was. I was talking to everyone that I could, and that's what helped me become successful. You gotta put your ego, you gotta put all that shit aside. No one cares how strong you are, how much you can lift, what you can do. They care about what you can do for them, okay? So anyways, I know this was not a funny, quirky video, but when it comes to this job, I definitely think there is so much respect in it. I have complete love for what I do and a lot of respect for the power within training. So find your why and just kick butt. I believe that you can do it if you believe you can do it. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. If you have any other questions, I'm sure you want to talk about the business side of things and selling and all that sort of stuff, we can definitely get into that as well. So leave your questions down below and I will try my level best to answer them. Until next time, please remember there's enough room for all of us to succeed, for all of us to live the life we want. Even each one of your clients is capable of getting to whatever their goals are, just like you. So until next time, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you thought it helped you out. Think strong always. Bye.